Hey, my name is Alex and I am the pool operator for the stake pool called Munich Metal, ticker MUC, just like the airport. And this is the official introduction video to the stake pool. Let's go. Okay, so before we start, let me just clarify a few things. This pool is also intended for a German-speaking audience, so that's just an upfront for clarification. You can expect some German content as well. Let's go. So as I've said, my name is Alex and my handle is pretty much everywhere the same, so feel free to reach out on me on every major social platform. I'm a dad of two and I work full-time as a Linux system administrator for the city of Munich, and for as long as I can think, I love to get creative. My hobbies include drawing, making videos, taking pictures, writing, software development, so there's a lot of opportunity to fill any free spare time I have. I also used to play drums in a band, which is, funny enough, it's the birthplace for the term Munich Metal. That's where it originated from, because we wanted to have a counterpart of the Gothenburg metal style. So we wanted to create an identity for Munich-based musicians. That's where the term Munich Metal came from. And now it's the name of the stake pool. Since the band split up, I've switched to shooting concerts, but then the pandemic hit. The decision to start a stake pool not only challenges me on a technical level, it also provides an opportunity to live all my passions and create content around like a topic I deeply care about. And the good thing is everything can be done from home, from at home. You don't have to go outside and everything can be done during a lockdown, so that's a plus, I guess. But enough about me, let's talk about the pool. The margin is currently set to 1%. This will definitely be adjusted over time. I'm just starting out and I think it will be changed in the future. The big goal is to mint at least one block each epoch. If we look at the current price and the current operator's cut, 340 coins should be more than enough for me to run the pool, to cover any costs regarding the servers and my time and energy. The pledge is not very high, I have to admit. The pledge is currently set at 150 ADA. There are a couple things I want to talk about regarding pledge. I feel that you as a delegator should consider other factors as well when you choose which pool you delegate to. So let me explain. I have set a very low pledge, 150 ADA to be exact. And this has one simple reason: I just can't afford more. You see, I have to be completely honest, this is a side project for me. And on top of the 500 ADA deposit, which is an equivalent of 500 euros, which I had to pay just as a deposit to register a pool on the blockchain, I also need to cover costs of running the servers, installing software, and so forth. So the pledge will most definitely gradually rise over the time. Even IOHK states that the pledge is basically a synonym for having skin in the game. I don't really have any skin in the game because I just started out, so obviously my pledge is very low. But it will rise as soon as some blocks get minted and all of the rewards will be put back into the pool. So please don't be afraid to delegate and help me prove my skin in the game, if you will. And I do understand that there are not many differentiations or incentives as to which pool to choose if you just purchased your first ADA and you're looking to delegate. So with the pledge out of the way, let me tell you about how I run my pool and why I think the way I run it is more stable, more secure, and adds more value to the overall network and community, and of course, to you. So being in the scene for a couple of weeks now, I have the feeling that becoming a pool operator is a thing many people would like to do or aspire to do. The promise, obviously, is to gain and profit from the network and the protocol without really putting in the mining or hardware as we know from other blockchains. But it's not as easy as you might think. Of course, there are guides, tutorials, shortcuts, pre-written scripts, but when it really hits the fan, I think that's when the wheat gets separated from the chaff. With my working knowledge of being a full-time Linux system administrator, I feel I have a very good sense of how to run servers, how to operate servers, how to secure them, and how to achieve reliability. So I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. My operating system of choice is, if you ever heard of it, Red Hat Linux Enterprise, which is a Linux-based system, and the most beneficial part of having a Red Hat license is you have access to the whole documentation done by an enterprise-grade company. So the servers are not only secured through geo-redundancy, so being in two separate data centers and not in the same. I've also chosen different hosters for the servers to just add another layer of reliability. All of the servers are hardened and secured on an enterprise-grade level. This includes, but is not limited to, multiple users for multiple processes, strict user management, strict access management, and also authentication and authorization through two-factor authentication, not only in connecting to the server, but also if you're doing something on the server. So even if some malicious person might be able to get into the server, he or she is very limited in what he or she can do because they don't possess the second factor, which only physically I possess. My main goal is to automate as much as possible, also because all of this is just a one-man show. The main theme is that humans make mistakes, automation and scripts don't, well, at least just one time, and then it's fixed. You see, because it's only me, I need to do as much as possible in the most efficient way, and automation plays a very big part in achieving that goal. So I hope you get the feeling that I kind of know what I'm talking about. My current setup features only one production environment as of now, but I definitely want to change that in the future, depending on the rewards. Please don't forget, servers do cost money and time, but depending on how the pool performs, I definitely want to add more relays, more nodes, more testing nodes to test out upcoming hard forks and releases, and maybe even have additional nodes to provide zero downtime hard forks, so that I basically just have to restart a node and have basically no downtime, instead of, as it is now, there would be some kind of downtime when recompiling everything. So obviously, I do believe in Cardano's mission of decentralization. But coming from a creative background, I'm even more interested in how this technology can be used and aided for the local creator, for the creative musicians, for the band, for the artist, for the painter, for the photographer. How can those people use Cardano, a blockchain, and benefit from it? So that being said, I want my pool to be known for offering value to the small creator or the creative person who just wants to do what she loves. Creating, doing stuff, making art, making music, and simultaneously using this amazing technology to benefit from. So obviously one of the first big topics my head constantly revolves about are NFTs. How are NFTs possible on Cardano? How will the future of NFTs on Cardano will look like? And there will most definitely be dedicated content just around the topic of NFTs. So you might want to consider subscribing to my channel or even delegating to my pool. I hope you get a sense of who I am, what I stand for, and how I choose to run my pool. If you want to support me, I'd be more than happy to serve you and welcome you as my new delegator. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out on me. As I've said, I am available on this handle, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers!